Some days, when I'm having a hard day, I call up Meryl and she'll come and she'll step in for me. She's so good, people don't really notice. I call her at the end of the day and find out how I did, and inevitably, it's one of the best days I've ever had. You have no idea how much work goes into being as good as Meryl is. Well, really great acting is a mysterious, unexplainable, otherworldly thing. So therefore, of course, I would ask, who is Meryl Streep when she is working? How can she become so many people? Does she go somewhere else? The mystery of your talent is so extraordinary, it is so otherworldly that it makes me understand there is more in all of us than meets the eye. So, my wonderful, talented, otherworldly Meryl, I will always love you like a daughter, and please don't get any older so that I'll keep working. Good night.
I think one of our most memorable and poignant moments together was at the end of filming Plenty. And we were on our way home from Tunisia on a crowded flight, sipping champagne, and we were laughing at somebody that you and I know who we were laughing at. We're not mentioning any names here. Ooh, there's always one actor you hate on a production. Oh, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. We're not saying who it was, ever. And we were bitching about him, and so you guess what happens? An engine blew on the plane. And the other one cut out, and we began to descend, and the lights went off, and a young air stewardess started crying, which is never a good sign. And after the initial screams, we both went very pale, and we held hands, and we became reflective. And you said, "Oh, damn, that woman who's writing that horrible, unauthorized biography on me will have a terrific ending, Peanut." And I thought, oh, God, I'm definitely going to get second billing here, Trace. You know, I could see the headlines, you know, screen, legend Streep in Tunisian air disaster. Also aboard, limey comedienne Stacey Pullman. And we made an emergency landing in Nice, France, where the charming French ground staff, not surprisingly, treated us like crap. Even you! And you so rarely get treated like crap, then or now.
I don't care. She said to you, do you remember this bitch from Air France? I don't care. I don't care. You must have your regional boarding pass, Madame Streep.
So anyway, you are a cut above the rest, Meryl. You are the cream of the crop, and all these tribute and lifetime achievement, humanitarian in show business, millennium, thespian of the Millennium Awards, they're happening now, and it is puzzling to me because you're only in your early 50s, a wonderful time for most actresses. Tonight. Oh, McDonald's!
Friendship, and Meryl, you have my loyalty and friendship because you're a truly special person and a great actress. So it's no surprise to me that you're here tonight accepting this award. Nobody deserves this honor more than you. You are the real thing, and I love you for that. Congratulations.
She's never gonna be like the one before. She read it in the stars that there's something
And Meryl Streep is incredible in it, and I worked with her on Greek Island.
Did she give you any advice? And I know you probably answered this one before too,
But nothing specific that I can share. It was more of an attitude that she had with me. She had the instinct that I was having trouble. I came to her, she would just ease whatever kind of fear or stress I was experiencing, and it was like taking a Xanax talking to her.
it's like yoga.
She just knows it. By now, she's been doing it for so long. She cared to help me out, and she just knows she respects me.
Unbelievable. I mean, to be mentioned in the same breath as Meryl Streep, you know, somebody who I have admired since I was a child. That it's, and I genuinely mean that. You know, it's inconceivable to me that would even happen in my lifetime at all. It's such a dream. And also, I feel with Meryl, you know, and I don't know her very well. I've just met her a few times, but I feel like thank God for Meryl, because there are women of my generation and a generation coming up behind my generation who look up to her. We really look to her and are continually inspired by her and what she does for women and what she does to inspire younger actors and setting a tone, and talk about setting a bar high is unbelievable. And I just think thank God for Meryl.
Meryl Streep is an extraordinary talent, and obviously everybody in the country and the world practically know that she's one of the best actresses ever.
There are people, including myself, who will argue that that there's nobody better, you know? There's nobody better.
She's a tremendously important artist in our time. She's historically important.
Meryl is her own process, you know? You don't direct a Meryl Streep. She just does it.
You know, she's an icon. She's what every actress in America wants to be. That's who Meryl Streep is. So, you know, and she figures she's an incredibly funny and charming and interesting person.
We knew she was a great actress, but couldn't figure she could keep up with all these professional dancers, but she has. She's just been great.
I think she's one of the finest actresses in the world.
And she's just so warm and so funny and so generous.
She's able to completely shed who she is and completely take on whatever role or performance it is that she's required to take on. Most actors, if you look at them in any given performance, you'll see a little bit of their mannerisms, who they are. If you know who they are as a person, you'll see that in their performance. Meryl Streep somehow is able to just let who she is go and completely take on the role, and that's a rare talent. They knew she was a good actress, but with Sophie's Choice, it was they suddenly became aware of the fact that she could do anything. The accent, everything about that performance was so completely contrary to everything that she had done before that, you know, how do you not give her an Oscar for that?
Is sublime. Meryl Streep is a genius, one that inspires you to work harder than you've ever worked before.
Meryl Streep is an American treasure. Her name is actually Mary Louise.
Mary Louise Streep is also a hero.
In terms of her body of work, I think she's unrivaled.
Meryl Streep is an alien. It really doesn't make any sense to me that she can do all of that and still be human. And has anyone counted her ribs?
Meryl Streep is bossy. You have to be bossy when you have 4 kids, otherwise no one listens to you.
She has the ability to inspire, encourage, to make us laugh, make us cry, help us define who we are, and somehow help us be better human beings by watching her do what she does.
I think we all have to say thank you, Meryl, because she basically showed us all how to do it.
She's the best.
She's magnificent, and I revere her.
Meryl Streep is also an incredible singer. She uses her voice like she does everything else with amazing grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was